Hello, my name is John, and today we'll be reading 7 Dem Debate Questions Jorge Ramos Won't Ask by Michelle Malkin on Townhall September 11th, 2019. These are the rules of the militant open borders media. If you are a self-declared Donald Trump-hating activist journalist who works for an ethnic separatist TV network that unapologetically elevates illegal immigrants over American citizens, you get to be a moderator in the next Democratic presidential candidates debate. Case in point, Univision's Jorge Ramos. But if you are an activist journalist who exposes immigration anarchy, investigates the global financiers behind it, and unapologetically defends American sovereignty, you are dismissed as a conspiracy theorist and a racist who will never be allowed to pose counterbalancing questions at any national political forum. Case in point, yours truly. If there is no mainstream media bias, why is it that most buzzworthy immigration questions asked by the media's phony arbiters of neutrality are all framed from the perspective of illegal immigrants and never American citizens? If Democrats don't want open borders, as anointed fact-checker of the fish wrap of record, aka Linda Q of the New York Times claims, why is it that every last Democratic candidate marches lockstep on the side of exponentially expanding government benefits, rights, and privileges for illegal immigrants, driver's license, in-state tuition discounts, Medicare for all, and never limiting them? And why has the fundamental concept of sovereignty never been deemed a worthy enough topic for a standalone national town hall, unlike guns or climate change? Here's my top 7 list of Democrat debate questions on immigration that Jorge Ramos and the rest of the feckless Fourth Estate elites, for that matter, won't ask. Number 1. This debate is taking place on the day after the 18th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks by 19 foreign Muslim hijackers, 5 of whom had overstayed their temporary visas. A bipartisan commission urged our government to build a biometric entry-exit program to track and remove visa overstayers, who comprise an estimated 40% of all the total illegal immigration population. But thanks to Open Borders Inc., lobbyists from the travel industry, universities, and big business, the system has never been finished. In 2018, nearly 670,000 foreigners broke the rules and overstayed their visas. Will you protect America by fulfilling the 9/11 Commission's recommendation to implement a fully functioning entry-exit program? Number 2. This debate is taking place in Houston, long a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants. The deliberate failure to check the immigration status of criminal suspects and the willful decision not to cooperate with federal immigration and customs enforcement agents has resulted in untold deaths, including the murder of Houston police officer Rodney Johnson in 2006. Johnson's killer had been previously deported to Mexico, re-entered illegally, and was arrested at least 3 times for drunk driving and child molestation charges before shooting Johnson, an Army veteran and Houston Police Department gang unit leader, fatally during a traffic stop. Do you support the right of American citizens such as widow Jocelyn Johnson, whose loved ones were murdered by repeat illegal alien criminal offenders, to sue sanctuary cities that prevent cops from communicating with ICE agents about detainees' immigration status? Number 3. This debate is taking place in Texas, where the notorious Mexican serial killer Angel Resendez wantonly murdered more than 15 innocent men and women between 1986 and 1998 by exploiting our catch and release system. More recently, Kenyan serial killer suspect Billy Chimmermer was arrested in the gruesome smothering deaths of 12 elderly women and one grandfather across Texas. Those victims would still be alive today if Chimmermer had been deported after overstaying his visa, entering a fraudulent marriage to an American citizen, and racking up multiple charges of assault and domestic violence. What is your plan? Let's start with Planner-in-Chief Elizabeth Warren. To prevent senseless and deadly violence committed by criminal illegal immigrant deportation fugitives. Number 4. Teenager Joshua Wilkerson was tortured and beaten to death by an illegal immigrant from Belize near the sanctuary city of Houston. Wilkerson's mom, Laura, confronted Nancy Pelosi about the devastating impact sanctuary anarchy had and asked, "How do you reconcile in your head about allowing people to disavow the law? Do you support the continued separation of American families by criminals in this country, illegally protected by sanctuary policies? How do you reconcile Pelosi's glib rhetoric that illegal immigrants are law-abiding with the bloody reality suffered by Rodney Johnson, Wilkerson, and the dozens of victims of Angel Resendez and Billy Chimmermer? Number 5. ICE agents have been doxxed, harassed, shot at, and demonized as racist terrorists while trying to stop child predators, arrest drunk drivers, apprehend serial killers, and prevent the next 9/11 plotted by visa overstayers, border crossers, deportation evaders, and ID thieves. Do you condemn the reckless incitements to violence by abolish ICE and Antifa movements? Number 6. Will you renounce anti-ICE hate speech and return campaign donations from individuals and organizations who disseminate it? Let's see a show of hands. Number 7. If you support every last gun control measure that might possibly save just one life, why don't you support illegal immigrant crime control that could have averted the 100,000 preventable deaths of untold innocent Americans right here in Texas? Anyone? This video is a production of School the White Crane. Hi, my name is John Brooker. Please subscribe to this YouTube video, and please share this video with family and friends and on social media. May God richly bless you, my beloved.